Hi, welcome to Yoga by Didi. My name is Didi. Today we're going to be starting in a seated position, but before we do that, let's go ahead and gather some items. I have a strap. You can use a belt or a rope. I have a block. You can use a big, thick book if you want. I have a pillow and a blanket, and if you don't have one or the other, you can substitute one for the other. Okay, so go ahead and gather those items, and I'll see you on the mat. All right, so while you were gathering your supplies or your items, I went ahead and moved my items off to the side where I know where I will be able to reach them. I put the block over here so that I can reach it, strap, pillow, and a blanket on the opposite side. So make sure you place them anywhere you're going to be able to reach them to the sides. All right, the first thing we're going to do is take the block and we're going to sit on it in Sukhasana. Go ahead and shift yourself off to the side so that you can take the block and put it onto the middle of your mat. Lift your buttocks and sit on the block. And you want to feel like you're grounding your sit bones right into the block. And then cross your legs for Sukhasana. You can always extend the legs if that's a little bit more comfortable for you so that you can lift your spine and lift your chest up. Go ahead and cross the legs. Get comfy, sway side to side so you can feel that center. You'll feel it. There you go. So lengthening up through the spine, out to the crown of your head. Relax your hands down onto your knees. Relax the elbows and then relax the shoulders. Bring the shoulders back a little bit and just let them roll down. Okay, soften the space between your eyebrows. So try to make this a smooth area. Relax the eyes. Soften the jaw. Close your eyes. Or you can gaze down at the floor. So just softening the eyelids will automatically calm the nervous system. So just feeling a nice gentle relaxation happening inside. This practice is for focus. And the way we can focus is to become the observer of our body and our mind. So just bring yourself inward. Just feeling the rise and fall of your chest. And then let's do a couple of breathing exercises. When you're ready, go ahead and inhale through the nose. Hold at the top. And exhale out through the mouth with a sigh. Inhale through the nose. Hold at the top. And exhale out through the mouth. Softening the entire body. And go back to your natural breath. Just feeling the calming sensation within your body. And then place your right hand on your heart center, left hand on top. Go ahead and honor your heart center for everything it does for us. Hands into prayer at the heart center. Set an intention for your practice. It can be an affirmation, a word, or a phrase, something that resonates with you. And then slowly blink your eyes open. So we're going to go ahead and get right into a Sukhasana off the block. So shift yourself off to the side, let your buttock fall down, move the block and put it off to the side. Again, you do want to have your block so that it's reachable. I'll put mine right there. All right, so just notice how this feels compared to when you were sitting on the block. You may find that your knees go up a little higher. And, over time, your knees will start to go down. It took me many years to get to this position, trust me. So this is the way we're going to sit up. Nice and tall, lifting the chest, and grounding those sit bones right into your mat. Lengthen through your neck. Lift the crown of your head. Relax the shoulders. Sukhasana. All right, let's do a little bit of warming up of our body, our spine. We're going to take the left hand down to the floor, right hand overhead, and then hinge over to the left. We're going to go right back to center. We're going to go right to the other side. So right hand down, left hand up, and hinge. So you want to think about opening up the side body. So left hand back down, right hand overhead, hinge. And just feeling the nice stretch from the hip all the way up through the arm to the fingertips. So keep swaying side to side so that you can really feel that movement. Now when you bring your attention inside and you feel the areas that are stretching, that is focus. You are concentrating, and concentration requires focus, right? So just keep going back and forth, feeling the areas that are stretching, the areas that are moving. Even your arms, move them with grace. Keep going back and forth, taking it easy. All my classes are gentle. And so we want to always remember that we do not need to rush. It's all about having a good time and enjoying the practice. And feeling good. A couple more times, swaying side to side. Maybe you want to close your eyes so that will help you with your focus a little bit better. And bringing your eye into the body and its sensations. All right. One more time on my side here. All right, coming back to center, relax the fingers down onto the mat, relax the shoulders. And just notice the heat inside. What's going on with your body? Arms out to a T, palms facing, thumb facing up. You can have your hands at a fist, or you can just open hands, let the fingers spread, or you can put the fingers together. Totally up to you, as long as the thumbs are facing up and that your arms are up to a T. So try not to crunch up into the shoulders. Try to relax them down onto the back. Now we're going to pulsate backwards. So you're going to pulsate your arms backwards. Now you're going to feel sort of this activity happening between the shoulder blades. Once you do, squeeze it and release. Squeeze it, release. So keep doing that, just pulsating backwards. Try to keep the neck nice and soft. Relax the jaw. There's such an tendency to hold on. Just keep doing that for a few more moments. This is super good for posture, especially when we round forward so much. Now we're just trying to activate our upper back to bring us back into a neutral position. Good posture. A couple more times. You might be feeling a little heat. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to warm up our body and create some heat. All right, come back to center. Fingertips back down to the floor. Relax the shoulders. Whew, I feel the heat up there, all in the shoulders and my upper back. Now let's do some twisting so we can really make it the center twist warm up, right? So bring in the right hand onto your left knee, left hand behind you, look over your left shoulder, and then come right back to center. On an exhale, inhale, and start to twist to the opposite side. So we would come and inhale towards the center and exhale as we twist. And keep doing that a few times. Make it an active movement so we can warm up the spine. Kind of going back and forth. Keep it gentle, This is gentle class. A couple more times. You can use the hand on the knee and pull on it to help you go a little bit deeper if that's what you would want to do. Yoga is all about your own practices. Let's do one more on each side. There we go. Last one on this side. All right, awesome. So let's go ahead onto our hands and knees for tabletop. We're going to be using a blanket in this next position. Go ahead and take the blanket underneath your knees. And this is important because you want yoga to be comfortable. You don't want to feel like you have to struggle in yoga. Yes, we're building muscles. Yes, we're stretching, but we don't want anything that doesn't need to be uncomfortable. All right, so separating your knees, hips width apart, wrist underneath your shoulders. And then you're going to find a spot on your mat and just stare at it. So looking straight down at your mat, what is it that you see? Is the color that you notice? Maybe you have some lines in your mat that you can kind of trace and focus on. I have a textured mat, that's why I love using a blanket, but they have all these little dots in there that I can focus on, and I'm going to try to pick one. I'm just going to focus on that spot. It's just bringing our attention to the mat and letting the peripheral vision or sides of your body kind of blur. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make whatever's in front of us really detailed and really in focus, like a lens. Like imagine that you have a lens in your eyes and you're focusing right onto that area that you're staring at, and you decided that the rest of the outside world is blurring. Maybe you notice your room is starting to blur. Even your hands and arms might be blurring. Just keep focusing. This will help you. Concentration. Just keep doing it. I know it's not easy. The eye wants to dart around and we're always overthinking. But really, just trying to zone in or just really zoom in right into that spot. And now shift your attention to your belly, right where your belly button is. I want you to try to engage that area. So bringing the belly into the spine, engaging the core. You're going to stay there, focusing on the belly as you lift your left knee and extend that left leg behind you, and then flex the foot. Keep focusing on the belly, right where the belly button is. Squeeze it all in, and then release the leg. Again, on the other side. So again, bringing that awareness to the belly. And then lift the right knee, extend the right leg, flex that foot. And then release. One more time on each side. Left leg, flex the foot, and then bring that, all your attention right to the belly and squeeze it in. And then release. Other side. Right leg, extend the leg, and then flex the foot. And then you are bringing all your awareness right to the belly and squeezing it in. That will help you level your hips to the mat. And then release. Let's go ahead and incorporate the arms this time. One arm at a time. Extend the left leg out, squeeze in the belly, lift the right arm and extend it out. Squeeze in everything, the core. And release. Other side. Take your time. Right knee, left arm. And then release. One more time on each side. Left leg, right arm, and reach. And squeeze into the core. And then go to the other side. Release. Right leg, left arm. Nice. Come back to center. Taking your knees off the blanket, walk your hands back. And we're going to shift back onto our heels. And we're going to move the blanket to where you think your forehead is going to fall. We're going to go into child's pose. So getting yourself into that position, big toes together, knees apart. Sit back onto your heels. And then just place that blanket wherever you think your forehead's going to meet it. So relax your forehead right on the blanket. Just try to allow your forehead to be as heavy as possible on the blanket. And start to notice your breath. Slow down. The more we think, the faster we breathe. So slowing down our breath will allow us to slow our overthinking mind, the monkey mind. So bringing awareness to an area, such as the forehead, weighing on the blanket, is a nice way to help with concentration and focus. You could take the arms alongside your body, palms facing up, and rest them down to the floor, allowing the shoulders to roll down. Or you can go ahead and bring the arms a little bit overhead, maybe hugging the blanket a little bit. Whatever feels right, and that you feel like
You're comfortable enough to let your forehead relax as much as possible. And we have the thinking eye right there in the center, the third eye, between the eyebrows. Take that thinking eye and keep it focused on the weight of your forehead on the mat. The third eye is a good place to focus on, and tell your third eye to relax the forehead onto the blanket. I keep repeating this till you really do it. It can be very hard for some people to focus into a certain area, but it's important that we slow down and just enjoy this practice for what it is. Connecting the mind to the body. So the mind telling the body to chill out and relax. You know that's okay. And then slowly lift your head. Let's go ahead and bring our hands down to the mat. And then bring your torso up. Let's go ahead and move the blanket off to the side. Take your time. And then let's go ahead into tabletop and we'll make our way into downward facing dog. So tabletop, walk your hands to handprint forward, tuck the toes. Now you want to be able to put the weight on the thumb, the base of the thumb, and the base of the first finger. That's where most of the weight will go. So spread your fingers, lift the knees, and shift back into a downward facing dog. So lifting your hips up and back to the corner of the room behind you as you squeeze in the belly, shake out the head, and then start to pedal your feet, opening up your hamstrings. And just enjoy it here. Okay. And then bending both knees, looking forward towards your hands, and walk your feet towards your hand to the middle of the mat. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. And then separate your feet about hip width or a little wider. How about the width of your mat? And bending the knees softly. And then allow your torso to just hang over your body. And let the head hang. Ragdoll. Maybe you want to sway side to side. Opening up the lower back a little bit more. Anytime you move, you're creating heat. So make it easier to move those muscles as long as they're warm. Shake out the head and release any tension off the shoulders, the neck, drop them onto the floor, and you know what to do. So just wipe them away. And then we're going to straighten the legs, straighten our back, hands onto our hips, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then you can softly bend your knees again if you want to come up with a flat back to standing. And now we're going to do a standing sequence. Okay, so we're up in a standing position. Let's go ahead and separate our feet so that they're hips width apart. Lift up your toes and then slowly roll them down towards the floor. You want to feel the four corners of your feet. So you have two to the heel and two to the ball of your foot. So just feel the four corners of each foot. Nice. Okay. Where is our center? Right here. So the core. Right at the belly button, bring it into the spine. And then you want to roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Point the fingers down. Mountain pose. Right from here, let's do half sun salutation. So relax those toes, but keep those legs nice and engaged. Arms overhead, palms facing up as you go overhead. Inhaling. And then exhale, hinge at your hip as you bring your arms down to the side, palms facing down. Fold over your legs, bend your knees if you need to, and shake out your head. Inhale, fingertips onto your shins. Straighten your legs. And then squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then lengthen through your neck for halfway lift. Exhale, fold over your legs and shake out your head. Arms out to a T so the palms are down. Inhale, come up with a flat back as you shift your palms to go upward and then bring them overhead. Exhale, release back down. I'm going to turn sideways now. Let's go ahead and do that 2 more times. So inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge and fold. Bend the knees if you need to. Shake out your head. Inhale, halfway up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And exhale, fold over your legs and shake your head out. Arms out to a T. Come up with a flat back. Come up to standing and extend the arms up overhead. Exhale, release the arms back down. Inhale, extend the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge and fold over your legs. Shake out your head. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Shake out the head. Arms out to a T. Come up with a flat back and extend the arms up overhead. Exhale, release the arms back down. All right, so we're going to go ahead and use the block. I'm going to help with focus with the block. So it's going to be your friend. I'm going to separate our feet pretty wide. You want them to be probably about 3 to 4 feet. I like to bring my arms out to the side and just bend at the wrist, point the fingers down. And that's where my ankle should be about, lining up here. Okay, so let's go ahead and take the block to the front side of your mat, whatever side that's going to be. That's going to be my front. We're going to go ahead and rotate that foot so that it's facing forward. Bring the block right in front of that foot, right in the inside of the foot, right here. Bend in the front knee. And you want your knee directly over the ankle here. And put that block back there. There we go. And then the back foot, go ahead and shift that back heel back a little bit. All right, arms out to a T, warrior 2. Again, relax the shoulders. Palms facing up to draw those shoulder blades back. Squeeze the belly in, right in the core. So stay focused right in the belly. This is the main focus here. We want everything to stay engaged so we can stay nice and strong and safe in our practice. So bring the palms back down. Relax the shoulders. Nice straight arms. It's going to do a little sequence here. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Both arms up overhead. Exhale back to warrior 2, so bend back into your front knee. We're going to be shifting forward. We're going to go into side angle, but I want your focus to be on that block. Shift forward so you're hinging at your front hip. Right arm or your front arm is going to go right on the block. There you go. Now focus on the block and then rotate your chest up towards the ceiling. You can look straight at me. And extend the left arm up at the ceiling if you like. And then bring your gaze back to the block. Hold for a moment. And then slowly straighten your front knee to go into triangle. Bend into your front knee again. And then slowly push on your big toe mound to help you come up to warrior 2. Nice. Relax the arms down. Take the block. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Just a short sequence here. So bringing your toes forward again. Opposite side is going to be your front. So taking your front foot, pointing it forward between your mat there. So it's going straight ahead. Bend into your front knee, so right under your, right over your ankle. And then place the block right on the inside of your foot. Kick that back heel a little bit. So you have a nice alignment, heel to arch alignment in the bottom of your feet. Arms out to a T. Palms facing up. Relax the shoulders. And then palms down. Warrior 2. Squeeze the core into the spine. Stay focused. And then let's do our sequence. Straighten your front leg out an inhale as you extend both arms up overhead. Exhale, bend back into your front knee. So we're going to be hinging at the front hip as far as we can. And then bring your attention to your block. Place the front hand on the block. Rest it there. And then rotate your chest up towards the ceiling and extend the right arm straight up if you want. You can gaze straight at me so you can see how we're doing this. But then I want you to look down at the block and focus on it. Stay focused. And then slowly straighten your front leg to triangle. Just hold here for a moment, maintaining your concentration on the block. And bend back into your front knee. Push on your big toe mound of the front foot to come back up to warrior two. Nice. Relax the arms down. You can take the block and put it off to the side. Toes pointing forward. And then you can start to walk your feet towards the middle of the mat. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do tree pose, which is a really awesome focus posture. So the most important thing is to find a spot on your wall that you can stare at, called a drishti. We just focus right onto that spot. Hand on the wall. This right leg is going to be your standing leg, or you can choose whatever leg you want. And bringing the core into the spine to help you. Lift the opposite leg, turn the knee outward, and place the soles of your foot onto the opposite shin. So again, concentrate on engaging the belly here. And then you want to try to focus on that right leg. So just bring your hand off the wall. If you feel focused and balanced, stay right here. Because we don't have to go into the full version of the posture. We just want to be able to gain some focus and concentration so we're not overthinking. All right? So it's not about how we get into a position. It's about focus, balance, feeling good in the moment. But if you are in a balanced position, go ahead and extend the arms up softly, up towards the ceiling. Now keep everything soft here because really we don't want to be all strict and tense in this practice. We want to be soft, gentle. And then slowly release down. Nice. Let's go ahead and do the other side. You can always shake out that standing leg if you need to. Let's do the same thing. Where's your focal point? Get ready. I like the smiles. Keeps me not so serious. Focus. I'm still holding on to the wall. My buddy today. Lift the right foot or the opposite foot, whatever you're doing. The standing leg's nice and active. So lift that foot, soles of the foot. It's going to go against the opposite shin, but the knee's going out to the side a little bit, not all the way directly to the side, just a little bit of an angle. You're focusing so much on your spot that it doesn't matter that you need to go further with this posture, because the theme is just about coming to the moment. Nothing else matters. But if you do want to go ahead and do a little bit more, go ahead. Extend the arms up overhead. And then slowly come out of it. Awesome. Okay, let's get down onto the mat. So going down onto the mat, let's go ahead and grab our strap. All right, so bringing your legs out straight in front of you. Big toe mounds are touching, but your heels are separate a little bit. And then bring those toes back. So flex them and bring them back towards you. Engage all the muscles in your legs. So lifting the kneecap will engage your quad muscles, and then again, focus right on the belly, squeeze it into lift your chest. Okay. Now we're going to take the strap and let's go ahead and hook it on our feet. Get it in there, and then you can make handles with your strap.
Then you want to squeeze your shoulder blades together as you look straight ahead. Really squeezing that belly in, right? And then pull on the strap any amount to feel the stretch in the back of your legs, and your lower back. So looking down at your toes, your shins, or your thighs, any position that makes you feel like your neck is nice and long. Keeping the elbows close to the body as you pull on the strap. And just holding here for a moment. Keep breathing. So wherever your gaze is looking at, let that be your little focal area for right now. Is it something that you're wearing? Is it something on your skin? Just focus on it. Don't judge it. Just look at it. We don't want to be judging anything here. Color of my yoga pants are black. I have a seam on it that I'm looking at. Maybe you have a hair on your leg that you're looking at. Doesn't matter. Just keep focusing. And then slowly release. Nice. Let's go ahead and take the strap off to the side. Going to get right down onto our back. There you go. Put that off there. Bend your knees. Go ahead and get yourself onto your back anyway. There you go. Nice. Relax the shoulders. Close your eyes. Take a couple of long deep breaths here. When you're ready, go ahead and bring your knees into your chest. Hug them close. Rock side to side. We'll come back to center. We're going to now use our pillow. Or you can use your blanket, whatever you have. And the reason I like to use a pillow is because, I have to get all this stuff out of the way so you can see me. Get out of here, right? So the pillow is going to go underneath my head. But the reason I do it, because sometimes my chin will lift up. So that means my neck is tight. So I want to be able to lift my chin, put the pillow underneath my head, and then the chin goes towards my chest. And this will elongate my neck. So there you go. Just doing this alone is allowing me to stretch my back of my neck. All right, so just settle here for a moment and allow your head to just get heavy on the pillow or the blanket so the back of your neck can start to release. Relax the shoulders down. There you go. Bringing the feet together so your knees are bent. Bring the knees together. Arms out to a T and drop both knees off to the left. Lifting your hip first and then shifting onto your left hip to roll onto your left hip. And both knees to the left. Gentle twist. A gentle reclining twist. Come back to center. Let's do the other side. So feet together, knees together, neutralize your spine. Lift your hips, shift onto the right hip, and lower the knees to the opposite side. And just still allowing your head to be heavy on your pillow as you relax the shoulders. You can gaze softly up at the ceiling or close your eyes. Coming back to center. Nice. Let's go ahead and extend our legs out to go into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Relax the feet, let them flop open to the side. Arms out alongside your body, palms facing up, and relax the shoulders again. And gaze up at the ceiling or close your eyes. Soften the belly, relax your entire body here. You can stay here as long as you like. Just enjoy it. You can start to reawaken your body, wiggling the toes and the fingers. Bending your knees, feet on the mat.
And go ahead and extend your right arm overhead, roll onto your right side. Use the pillow as your arm is a pillow, or just keep your head on the pillow or blanket. Using your left hand to help you come up to a seated position. All right, let's come up to a seated position. Here we go. So sitting up nice and tall. Closing your eyes, relaxing hands onto your knees, relax those shoulders. Okay, how are you feeling, all right? Close your eyes. Bringing your right hand on your heart center, left hand on top. And let's just honor the heart center where we hold the compassion for ourselves and others. Hands into prayer, heart center. Remember your intention for the practice and send it out to the universe on your own. You can bow to yourself to say your practice. Slowly coming back up, opening up your eyes. Namaste. All right, I hope you feel good and focused and have a good day, all right? Catch you next week. Bye.